The door should be closed, it should be locked. But we just open it so it's easier to handle. Again, the twine, very workable. So if you know how to work it and you have your recipe, you can make these what we call heads. Again, all of them are different sizes, but you just make them according to what your numbers tell you to do. So because of the bait, the lobster is going to want to come in. So from the bottom, it's going to come and climb up these nice ramps, go through the nice openings that we have for him, and he's going to fall into the kitchen. Now once he's in there, he's going to have his little nibble, and when he's done, if you notice, we never make a ramp for him to leave. So being a bottom crawler, trying to find his way out, occasionally some find their way out, but a lot of them will not. So to accommodate them, what we've done, we've made these nice long wheelchair accessible ramps, nice big openings on both ends. Now thinking they find their way out, they're going to climb these ramps and fall into the bedrooms. Same idea. No ramp for them to leave, then they're caught. Kitchen's opened up and we're ready for more business. And again, and again. So we have our government approved measurement, 3 1/4 inch from inside to inside. And it's measured by hooking behind the eyeball. You hook into the socket and you measure the length of his body or his carapace. And it has to be parallel to the middle of his back, so we can't cheat and go like this. So you see this one is legal, but just barely. Now after you go through the length, you really have to be careful that the lobster is not a female and she has eggs externally. If mama has eggs under her tail, she doesn't even care. If you have gloves, you don't put your fingers in there. But with gloves, you would put your hand in here. There'd be a little bit of pressure, but not to the point that you're not worried. Just a normal sized lobster. If you put your fingers in his crusher claw, he's going to pinch hard enough that he's going to have you thinking he's going to break a bone. They are that powerful. Powerful while closing. So they are comparable. I like to compare them to a now.
Take a look. So this is a 1 pound. This is a 1 pound lobster.
1 pound.
This lobster, but when the day it's hatched, it's born, it'll take 7 years before it gets to this size. 7 years. And then after a while. We just cook those and we cool them off in salt water because it gives it a better taste. It's 15 pounds.
15 pounds.
Yeah. It's about, I would guess it's about 80 years old. Yeah. Yeah. So when you look at that, compared to a 1 pound lobster, quite different.
So they make sandwiches and chowder out of those big ones, is that right?
A lot of people, what they do, they buy them and they cook them and they put it in the centerpiece as a display in restaurants.
Oh.
That's what a lot of them, do. Yeah. On July the 7th, but it was smaller than that, of course.
So the shell is super soft?
Yeah, you can see, you can just touch it if you want. It's really, really soft. Yeah. Everywhere is soft. Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Even the claw is yeah.
So he molted?
He molted, yes. You can see how wide the tail is. It's more spread out. When you look at him, like for me, it's used. I've done a lot, so I can tell right off the bat it's a female compared to a male. See how narrow the tail is, and see how that's flared out. This one's flared in. If you can't tell, then you flip them over. When you flip them over, you see the 2 little legs here, how big they are, compared to the female. See how really tiny they are. Really little thing. Yeah.
And what are these things here?
Oh, these are just flappers. These are just flappers. So when because see, a lobster when it swims, it'll move forward, but as soon as it sees a predator, it goes backward, and it gives 2-3 whack of the tail backward. You can't catch it. It's that fast. It's just like lightning. You wouldn't think of it, but it's lightning. It just boom, boom, and it's gone. It's almost like a squid. Squid goes backward, but when at nighttime, most of the lobsters crawl at nighttime. That's when they go into the claws, and yeah, they'll go forward, but as soon as they see a predator, they just take their claws, close it in like that, and just give it some. This is how we put individual lobsters in each tube in order to say they can stay intact, and that they don't eat the antlers. So when we take them out for the marketing, it looks really, really nice. We can hold these, depending on the market, the water temperature, we keep it around. Tonight, every Friday night, I do a supper here.